guys, I'm Whitney Thore from My Big Fat Fabulous Life on TLC. I want to talk to you guys about 5 of the biggest misconceptions about fat people. I think the first one is definitely that we overeat or that we all have food addiction. It would surprise a lot of you, but I actually find it hard to eat 3 times a day. That's not to say I eat super healthy all the time or that I eat junk all the time, but I think we definitely don't have the typical eating habits that you might think we do. The second thing, of course, would be that we're not lazy. Some of us are, but some thin people are lazy and some thin people aren't lazy. It really just comes down to what you do as an individual. The third misconception about being fat is that all fat people want to be thin. It's easy to believe this because we're taught it from a very young age that smaller is always better, thinner is always better, but some of us have actually really come to terms with our bodies and we're happy in our skin, and that doesn't make us delusional. I think the fourth misconception about fat people is that in our fight for acceptance, we want everyone to find us attractive. Because I often hear the argument like, well, I'm sorry, Whitney, I just don't want to sleep with you. I just don't think you're attractive. I don't think we're actually hung up on whether you find us attractive or not. But if you do, holler. And I think the last misconception about fat people is that we all have horrible self-esteem. It kind of goes back to what I said about a lot of us have made peace and we accept ourselves. I'm very confident and I'm actually happier and more confident now than I was when I was thin. And I personally know from being thin and being fat that I am really happy right now. And so I think it's important that if you approach a fat person or if you have a fat friend, that you don't always try to encourage them to change and don't assume that they're unhappy because maybe they're totally comfortable. I know I am, and I hope that all of you out there, thin, fat, and everything in between, are also comfortable and happy too. And if you're not, I wish you luck.